start restoring fairness to our economy. You know, I believe in business. I believe in capitalism, the free market, free enterprise, entrepreneurship. That's what made this country work. Take away tax breaks from companies that ship jobs overseas. We're going to give those tax breaks to companies that are investing right here in the United States of America. We're going to roll back the Bush tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. Give those tax breaks to middle-class folks, working-class folks who really need it. I believe in trade, but I also want fair trade, not just free trade, which means that we've got to have labor standards and environmental standards so U.S. workers aren't being undermined, and safety standards so our children aren't chewing on toys with lead paint on them. That's what we're going to have. I won't raise the minimum wage every 10 years because we're going to raise the minimum wage to keep pace with inflation. If you work in this country, you should not be poor. And that is a goal I will set. If you're ready for change, we can provide the best education this country has to offer to every child, from the day that child is born to the day that child graduates from college. We know how to do it. We know how to do it. The problem is not that we don't know how to do it. The problem is that we don't have the will to do it. We see a child in the inner city, we say, well, that child doesn't look like me. That's not my problem. We see a child in the barrio somewhere, and they say, well, that child has a different name than mine. I don't want to bother with it. We see a child in poor counties in Appalachia, East Texas, we say, well, you know, that child, you know, it's not our problem. Well, let me tell you something. Every child is our problem. Every child is our responsibility. Every child is our child. So we're going to invest. We're going to invest in early childhood education to make sure every child is prepared when they start school. And I won't just talk about how great teachers are. I will reward them for their greatness with higher salaries and more support. And I want the highest. If you're ready for change, we can start having an energy policy that makes sense. We send $1 billion to hostile nations every day. Foreign nations, hostile nations oftentimes, and in the bargain we're melting the polar ice caps, changing the climate of the planet. It is not an intelligent energy policy. And so, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cap the emission of greenhouse gases that cause global warming. It's going to generate billions of dollars. Because we're going to be charging polluters for the carbon they send in the atmosphere. We will take those billions of dollars and we'll invest them in clean energy, renewable energy, solar and wind and biodiesel. And we'll put people back to work, building wind turbines and building solar panels. Recruit young people and train them to make buildings more energy efficient. We will raise fuel efficiency standards on cars. Because that's the only way over time for us to reduce the consumption of oil is to make our energy usage more efficient. And by the way, when I said we'd raise fuel efficiency standards, I didn't do it in front of some environmental group. I did it in front of Detroit, in front of the automakers. I told them they have to change their ways. And I have to say at Rhode Island, the room was really quiet. Nobody clapped. But that's okay, because part of what you want from the next president is somebody who will not just tell you what you want to hear, but will tell you what you need to hear. I'll tell you the truth. Bring some juice if you have it. Because if you guys are standing for a while, if we can open some of the doors, it might cool things off a little bit.
See? That's the good judgment.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
We love you.
They're coming. They're coming. They're making the way.
There's some good judgment.
All right, they're going to be okay. Now,
We're all going to be okay.
Part of keeping you safe means making sure that our troops are properly trained. Back. We're ready to lead. We are ready to lead, but yes, we will lead hunting down terrorists, but we'll also lead in dealing with nuclear proliferation. We will also lead in dealing with climate change. We will also lead in helping poor countries deal with HIV/AIDS. We will also lead in genocide in Darfur. We will lead by setting the highest standards for civil rights and human rights and civil liberties and due process and rule of law. We will close down Guantanamo. We will say no to torture. We will say no to renditions, because you will have a president who has taught the Constitution, who believes in the Constitution, and who obeys the Constitution. Those who are trying to feed your fear and your cynicism and your doubts. We've been talking about change from the start of this campaign. And I noticed that lately the photographers need more attention over here. Is that why you're waiting? Come on, photographers. Oh, waving. About the challenges that we face as a nation. He's a hope monger. The implication is, if you talk about hope, that you must be naive. Your head must be in the clouds. It is exactly the opposite. Hope is believing and then working, then fighting for things. I know how hard it will be to provide health care to every American. If it was easy, it would have already been done. I know how difficult it will be to change our energy policy. ExxonMobil made $11 billion last year. They don't want to give those profits up. I know how hard it will be to alleviate poverty. I know how difficult it will be to improve our schools. I know because I've fought on the streets as a community organizer. I have fought in the courts as a civil rights attorney. This country has ever happened, except somebody somewhere was willing to